All right. Welcome to the Worst Take Podcast, episode 78. It's your boy Jay Riddle. We got Marcus Yell's anime in the middle. We got Ken Kaisen zoomed in 2x on the far left or right, depending on your orientation.
Damn, back up.
Hey, for real though, I'm about to say, bro, kissing the camera right now. You good? No, he's trying to show off. He's trying to show off that camera. That's what it is, bro. We get it. No. Go back, because you won't start to sound like your audio in the room, and you won't start to sound like mid Jesus. Good God.
Damn, that's crazy. That's crazy that your shit got the what do you call that? That goes
the focus?
No. The pop filter.
Oh, the pop filter?
Yeah, his shit got the pop filter and his shit still sounds like ass. That's crazy.
Hey, bro, you might as well, honestly, bro, anytime you use that, you might as well just put the TikTok shop link in the bottom just to see if you can get another dummy to buy it with you. You feel me? But
I'm pretty sure me and Marcus legit have the same one.
I don't know, Ken.
We definitely do.
It don't sound like it. I don't know.
No, we definitely do.
It don't. Is yours plugged in?
Wait, Ken, go to your settings real quick.
I feel like Ken's mic might have never been plugged in.
Go to your audio because I actually want to see something.
It sounds like you're like in the entire room.
Yeah, no, mine is up.
Speak into it like really close, like how I am.
Yeah.
For some reason, it just sounds like he's in the room. Like you know what I mean? Like you just have ambient audio. I don't know. They saying Marcus is muted. I think they're yapping. I hear Marcus. Say something, Marcus. Nah, you good.
No, I'm muted on TikTok.
On TikTok? Oh, were we all muted?
No.
Oh. Okay.
Just me.
Y'all can't hear Marcus for real?
I'm fixing it. No.
Y'all can hear me though. We don't need Marcus anyways. Hey, it's all good. I'll carry this pod on my back by myself. Oh, that's no, just Marcus. Appreciate y'all helping us out. We might have went the whole pod with Marcus on mute.
Yeah, that would be crazy.
That would have been embarrassing.
Talking about
YouTube would have been fine, but
I would have been pissed editing this shit later. I'm like, oh, what the fuck?
Because we would have been straight on whatever.
Oh yeah. True. All right, y'all. We got a really, really good show, I think, for y'all today. We're gonna cover some news updates. I know everybody saw that. I'm actually gonna pull it up right now while I'm going over the shit. But I know everybody saw that time lapse of it turned into Oda versus Kubo versus Kishimoto. As far as everybody drawing their MC or whatever, people have been clowning Oda. Oh my God, we gotta give my big dog a break. But I ain't gonna lie. He definitely mailed that shit in. But so we got that on the docket. We gotta talk about the crazy Face Strange Fake episode with the four-way battle, excuse me. We got the Higuruma versus Yuji. Well, that's next week. We had the Higuruma introduction to talk about. Frieren had another lukewarm episode to talk about. Episode. Fire Force. Oh my God. All you Fire Force fans have been on my ass. I promise y'all I got something for y'all this episode. We're gonna talk about that for sure. Y'all little freaky ass fans.
Episode of the year.
Yes, sir. So let's get right into it. Everybody saw, I don't know if everybody's seen, so just in case, Shonen Jump, I feel like they were setting Oda up. Because, Oda is the only one that's still, employed. You know what I mean? Like, Kubo is, enjoying retirement. Kishimoto is, he comes in and checks on board till once in a while. But Oda is still doing this every day. So I think he was just like, I'm about to draw Luffy real quick and call it. They're going to really put it next to, look, you see Kishimoto, that's my guy. But he is really trying hard. He started with the line work on the before the line work. Bro, he came with 3-4 different pens. Notice how Kubo or Oda didn't change the marker not once. Kubo is just crazy. Kubo's insane. I ain't gonna lie. Cause he was like, I'm gonna draw two characters. Ichigo and was it Urahara he drew two on the other side? So. I'm like, dog, I feel like they were setting Oda up. Now, if we keep it in a buck though, I don't think Oda is in the same realm as Kishimoto and Kubo when it comes to art.
What?
Period. I mean, they're both, all three are amazing artists. And I know what we've been getting the last few years isn't necessarily prime Oda. I mean, shoot, bro's been drawing for 1,100, 1,200 chapters almost, so I totally understand it. But I mean, even if we look at them at their peaks, some of their side art and stuff like that,
Oda washes.
Oda washes.
Oda washes.
It's not even,
bro.
It's not even fair sometimes, bro.
Nah. You got to think about it though. Because it's really just the art style that be throwing people off of Oda. But like when it comes to like actual like designs and his implementation of like backgrounds within art, I feel like he be having some of the cleanest like city sketches that I be seeing.
You gotta be trolling. You gotta be trolling.
What do you mean?
Over
Kishimoto, over
the
Kishimoto,
hidden rain
yes.
with pain sitting on the tongue of that bitch.
Yes.
Come on, gang. Gang. Oh, we not talking about landscapes. The Leaf Village, every single time, every angle he's ever drawn the Leaf Village. Come on, gang.
No, I ain't gonna lie. Kishimoto got his line art is also like people like Horikoshi and even Hakuzono was like, yo, Kishimoto's line art is just so clean and crisp that like I try to replicate it and I can't even do that shit. Like them niggas glaze Kishimoto.
Kishimoto like that.
I don't know if you guys have ever seen like the T.I., the Snoop Dogg drawings where Snoop Dogg kind of look like Chopper a little bit. T.I. kind of also look like Chopper a little bit. They're great. Don't get me wrong, they're great, but people love to glaze them. And I ain't gonna lie, I got a cousin right now that could draw that shit 100 times. You know what I mean? Like way better than we saw Oda draw. I'm not trying to slander Oda. Don't get me wrong. But this just shows there's clearly levels to, and it's okay. Like you could pull One Piece's best double spread and put it next to Naruto's best double spread or Bleach's best double spread, and I promise you it's not the same.
No, I'm not
the same.
I'm not mad about that.
Now don't get me wrong, Kishimoto did have a lot of assistants. He had a lot of goated assistants. We might have to give them their credit too.
So did Oda.
I'm about to say we ain't gonna act like Oda don't have assistants too.
They all got assistants.
Yeah, a
bunch of Oda assistants are making mangas right now.
Literally, and the thing is too, Kishimoto got tired of drawing them goddamn shadow clones. I would hire assistant. I feel like what's his name? Why am I blanking on dude that's writing Boruto right now? Help me out, Mark.
Ikimoto?
Yeah, Ikimoto, bro. I feel like he was literally just there to draw Naruto shadow clone, like for a little bit, like for a good 200 chapters. You know what I mean? Like, so, we don't put respect on Oda. He's a GOAT. He's a legend. I mean, the other two guys can't say they still have a manga ongoing from 1998. You know what I mean? So, after a while, I would just mail it in too. You feel me?
Honestly, you don't even look that bad though. Like,
it don't look bad at all. It don't look bad at all. He just happened to be paired next to two tryhards. Like Kishimoto has.
Honestly, I don't even think it looks that bad against Naruto. Like I think like Kishimoto's and Oda's like kind of look like in the same like atmosphere. I'm not even told you. Like,
you know what? You're
really
right. It ain't that far off. They ain't that far off. And Kishimoto came with a Batman tool belt of art utensils. Like you see all the different things he pulled out. Like bro, where the you get all that shit from?
He did a whole ass outline to it before.
Bro, they gave Oda a normal ass jumbo Sharpie, and he went to work. So we don't put some respect on it. What else we got on this? The quick hits list. So, we got Nian 41 animating Higuruma versus Yuji next episode. Now, for those of you who aren't aware or maybe forgot, Nian 41 is like the young kind of up and coming animation star. He's Chinese. Last year he did Supercube episode 7, which was probably the second best animated Supercube. Well, top down, it was the best episode fully. I still kind of think that first episode.
Did he do All Devouring Whale too?
And he did All Devouring Whale's finale, the episode 12, I think. So I mean, when I saw that, I was kind of upset about it a little bit, only because he creates these like really dynamic battles, and Higuruma versus Yuji isn't super dynamic. However, maybe it might be a little more hand to hand, and he does do well with hand to hand combat too. So, I mean, either way, it's going to be peak.
Because like, would you say like Higuruma is more of his domain expansion is also like a concept? I feel like he can probably make that really dynamic.
I mean, no, whatever he does is going to be perfect. That's not a problem at all. Like, you're 100% correct. I just could picture just think about like the All Devouring Whale episode 12, where it's like this huge battle over the ocean, and it's just like, you know what I mean? I could picture like Hikari versus Kashimo in that light, or even the 3-way domain battle with Yuta, Uro.
That's what I was thinking.
Loki, I'm about to say that one would probably be the best one.
That would have went crazy if he was animating that.
But it kind of makes me wonder, like, dang, who they got for them episodes? If they're putting him on a little Higuruma versus Yuji, that's not even really a full battle. That's really Higuruma kind of testing Yuji. You know what I mean? So
also we got to see how much he animates from it too, because like I don't know if he's getting like a huge part of it, or like because he might pull up on the anime again. Like it's not like just because he's on one episode, he might not be on like another episode later on in the line. You know.
True. I'm going just based off that tweet we got like 3 months ago where they were like, he's animating one episode. He definitely could be on more than that. So that could just be like the episode he's a key animator on. So
yeah.
Either way, man, that's kudos to him. He got to be, I think he was 20 last year or 19 or 20 when Supercube came out. So he's only 21, like doing stuff like this.
Yeah,
so.
nah, he's crazy.
That means he probably did. You gotta think about how long it takes him to do that. That means he probably did Supercube when he was like 18.
Yeah, probably.
All Devour.
Yeah,
he probably did Supercube All Devour when he was 18. Which means he's probably. That means he's probably doing this when he was like 19, probably turning 20.
Well, I don't know. Yeah. They might have animated this episode like 2 weeks ago. I ain't gonna lie. The way JJ Map would be doing, they could have animated this.
Crazy.
They might have animated this.
Crazy. I feel like
bro, 2 weeks ago.
They haven't even finished part 2 of Court. They haven't even finished part 2 or Core 2 of season 3. So, and it's coming out this year. So at bare minimum, you know what I mean? He could have did that shit like 6 months ago.
I mean, like I wouldn't. Okay, finished like a complete project and like most of the groundwork being completed. I feel like are two different things. I feel like a good chunk of that groundwork is completed. There's probably like final touches for like compositing and just like other things like that they probably got to finish up. But like, because then drawings and animation takes like 4 to 6 months,
and that shit comes first. That shit comes first too. Like that's like the very first thing they do.
Facts. But that honestly, thinking about it in that light makes that One Punch Man director was season 2 even more of a hater, and honestly it kind of makes me think of what
Aoki.
Wow, Aoki, and it kind of reminds me of what Horikoshi said about Takeru or whatever. I think honestly, like some of these older like Japanese guys be hating on like young guys who are kind of close to their spot so early. You feel me? So they be kind of like finding, because like he didn't say anything necessarily bad, but it was like him, like you could tell there was like side jabs, or it was almost like you know, throwing a rock and hide your hand type shit. You know what I mean? Like I feel like low key they be hating, but they can't hate publicly because it just makes you look bad. So they have to say, "Oh no, he's so great, but he should do this better." Like nah, he 20 doing his thing. Stop hating on the young guy. I just had to throw that in there. Because Ken loves to bring up Horikoshi talking about some the Karu's pacing is too fast.
No, that's facts. That's facts too because
I mean,
Ken be glazing Horikoshi that he be glazing Horikoshi like Horikoshi is like some like god at writing. Like he thinks like Horikoshi is like he's a
really good writer though.
Bro, Ken, I've never heard you talk about My Hero Academia's writing like it's like one of the best things ever.
I mean, because everybody else already does that.
No, they don't.
No, they don't. I don't know who.
But like, that's even outside of my point. My point is that y'all just be acting like people don't be hating. Like just because you're a great writer, don't mean you're not hating on another writer. You know what I mean? And that's your way of getting it off.
If you read the entire thing, he was giving him a lot of props and talks about a lot of different things that he really enjoyed. He literally only gave one critique and gave like 8 other like things that he liked about.
Not enough.
So like,
it's not enough.
But you know how most people's society is. They don't focus on the positive things.
That was you. You were this people. The only thing you came back and said was, "Oh, the pacing is bad." That's you didn't say nothing else about. Yeah, like literally, that was you.
Nah,
bro. Literally, he just exposed himself.
Really forget all the good things I said.
I've never heard you say one thing about Horikoshi praising Hakazono, but when it comes to you always been talking about something.
Y'all was jumping on me about when I talk about pacing, and I'm like, you know what? And who else agrees with me about pacing? Horikoshi. Like that's literally how it went.
Hayden. Horikoshi just mad because he been talking about doing a continuation. Don't nobody ask for no continuation of My Hero Academia. What do we got next on this goddamn?
No, he wasn't even talking about he wasn't even talking about continuation of My Hero.
I'm not talking about there. I'm talking about in previous interviews where he said he'd love to expand on the My Hero Academia universe. I mean, nobody want that shit. Nobody. I do one. I'm talking shit.
So don't you like your vigilantes right now?
I actually love vigilantes. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you.
You know who don't like vigilantes?
Who? Oh, that is facts. Ken hate on vigilantes. Vigilantes got some pretty decent writing. I'm gonna give it that. That's crazy.
I just don't really care to.
We actually, fun fact, we got Aizawa's backstory.
I did see about that.
It was pretty interesting too. Yeah, they threw Prince in there for some reason. Prince is a hero. It was he was shooting lasers out his nipple. All right, come on. What we got next on this docket, dog? Oh, we gotta react to this. I don't know if you want to intro it, Marcus, while I pull that shit up.
Oh yeah, so I saw some very interesting discourse on Twitter the other day, and it was a YouTube video talking about is Battle Shonen dying? And the thing about them saying like Battle Shonen is dying was like we got to start having a conversation what should be considered Battle Shonen and what shouldn't be Battle Shonen, because as you're about to see in this video, there are some things that I would say we probably all think are Battle Shonen, or most of us think are Battle Shonen, that this person doesn't think is Battle Shonen. So you can play the clip.
All right, let me make sure I got the audio up. Bet.
One big fight. Plus, it's got a crazy power system like JoJo and Hunter x Hunter. But see, that's the thing, because there are plenty of anime with power systems that aren't really battle series. Chainsaw Man looks like a battle series on paper because there's big fights and crazy transformations. And it is from Shonen Jump, but anyone who watches it knows that it feels different from Dragon Ball.
Whoa, I'm sorry. Before we even get to that next one, is that Don of the next one? Hold on.
Same as
all right, hold on. We'll watch this real quick, and then we go. The Chainsaw Man's not. All right, hold on.
True for Dawn to Dawn. Even in the new chapters where it's been a lot of fights, when you look at the story as a whole, it's not dominated by fights and is still fairly balanced with romance. As we are seeing with more and more anime and manga that come out, writers are moving away from the Dragon Ball.
Is he getting upset because authors are adding subgenres to a battle shonen?
Yeah, right. That's what I think it sounds like. I think he's just mad that battle shonens aren't 100% fighting the entire time. Like,
are we serious right now? Like, Don might be able to
authors are developing and expanding the. That's crazy. I ain't gonna lie.
Don, you might be able to like maybe finesse some kind of little bit of argument. Not even really, especially when you get into the manga for real. But Chainsaw Man,
they got transformations, they got fights, they got all that shit.
Literally, the entire shit is them. Come on, oh my god, there's no way. I feel like that's one of those.
They got like three different races, and the whole purpose of those races is for them to fight each other.
Literally,
what are we talking about here?
Literally. Pochita's whole thing is I destroy other concepts by eating their like, come on, bro. Like,
bro, we literally have a fucking devil called the War Devil. What are we talking about? That this shit ain't a fucking battle shonen, bro.
And just like you said with Dragon Ball, every single major arc ends with a major fight. Every single major arc in Chainsaw Man ends with a major fight. Are we serious? Like, there's
that shit starts in the middle has a fight, and at the end ends with a fight.
Literally. Like, they just, and honestly, same with Don. There was never a Don arc that didn't end with a fight. Like, are we serious? Like, none of it ended with them just talking to being
every
kumbaya.
Single one ends with it. Every single one starts with it.
Yo, people just really want an excuse to say Shonen Jump is dying, because even if that were the case, like, it's not even all Shonen. That's just battle Shonen. But
is he just? It's like, because like I don't even understand like where he's. Is he just saying that his like the trope is dying? Is that what he's saying? Like the OG trope is dying, basically? I
assume so. From that little clip, I mean, what I took, it sounded like maybe he thought people are moving away from it with the way they're writing, but I just think people are filling out the story more. It's not that they're moving away from battle show; it's just evolving a little bit.
The examples he uses is what, like JJK. He used JoJo's. He used Hunter x Hunter. Like those were like his example, and then he used like some other series too. I think it was like Yaiba.
Like Hunter x Hunter is more of an adventure than it is like battle shonen, and like I feel like
I wouldn't even say more, but because all the adventures then battling through their power system, I'm just trying to figure out like the concept, because like there's a lot more other like sub aspects and genres to Hunter x Hunter than there is like a Dragon Ball Z.
Mm-hmm.
Or like a joke. I mean, I can't even speak on JoJo's because I don't watch it. So
yeah. Somebody said Don and Chainsaw Man just simply don't have familiar power systems and unorthodox MCs with different storylines.
Yeah, that's a good way to break it down. But none of that says it's not a battle shonen.
That's
like, literally. I don't know, dog. I don't know, Ken. He's on your side of the fence. Like, you've been saying Shonen's dying for 2-3 years. I mean, you disagree? You?
I don't think it's dying in that aspect. I'm just talking about in terms of. I think we're going to be in a period where we're going to be really looking for like another like super big hit, like outside of like Bachi and probably Ichi, because those are going to be the main two carrying From
I feel like honestly, I feel like the big three kind of like fucked up our perception of like Shonen Jump because like that was like
just not even just like the big three because like look at
what I'm saying though is that like I say the big three and then but there was a gap though. That was a 10-12 year gap before we got the new gen, you know what I mean, between the big three and the new gen. So I think our brains kind of like got so used to having One Piece, Bleach, Naruto hidden at the same time between anime and manga in different various aspects. And then there was like a lull between then and then around like 20, I guess 18, 19, 20 once the animes for like Attack on Titan started coming out, Demon Slayer, or whatever.
We started to see Titan not even shonen though.
Yeah. But okay, yeah, true. Because
a lot of
that even helps my point though a little bit more. But what I'm saying is, I
was gonna say like because when I was thinking like when I'm saying like for shonen, I'm thinking like the actual publisher. Because like a lot of like our favorite animes that are coming out right now aren't actually coming from shonen. Like Frieren isn't coming from shonen.
Like you're talking about Strictly Jump. Like you're talking about.
Yeah, I'm talking about Strictly Jump.
Yeah.
Like. Fire Force, Gachiakata, Fuma, like coming from Kodakawa or what is the other one? Kodansha. Like we're getting a good chunk of the stuff that's coming out is either coming from those publishers or they're coming from like light novels. Like Sentence to Be a Hero.
So what I'm saying is that's like I think we just got used to the big three, like big three hitting at the same time to where it felt like it was Shonen Jump just dominance. And then that lasted for 20 years after Dragon Ball Z's run. And then, I mean, if you want to go to New Gen, all we have is JJK and Demon Slayer from the New Gen.
No, you got
Black Clover.
Because during that time too, like right afterwards, you had My Hero, you had Black Clover, you had Demon Slayer, you had Chainsaw Man.
Chainsaw Man is not Shonen Jump, isn't it? That's Shonen.
It started off as Shonen Jump. That came out like
part one is switched.
That didn't come out during the same time. Like that came out.
Bro, it's all 10 years after the big three is what I'm saying. Though,
but I'm talking about like after that though, like it was like a little bit of like a lull, and then they came in with like.
I don't even think it was that much of a lull, honestly. Like that because I think like once Naruto ended, like My Hero Academia started, like maybe like a few months after.
You talking about the anime or the manga?
I'm talking about the mangas.
Yeah, talking about the
Naruto anime ended.
My Hero like jumped off the jump.
The Naruto manga ended in what, 2015?
Yeah.
15? Really?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, it didn't end.
Yeah, because Boruto started airing in 2017.
Yeah, I remember that boy in 2017. Okay. So we got, that's one. So then what else? Black Clover came out.
Black Clover, My Hero, Demon Slayer.
No, what years? Black Clover came out.
Demon Slayer, I think might have came out like 2015 or 2016.
That was 2015.
Because like once those stopped, they replaced them pretty quickly.
But those Demon Slayer didn't jump off until like 2018, 2019.
No, it was ranking fairly. At least
I mean, it's gonna rank. It's gonna. We have stuff that's ranking now that you don't count as a hit. I mean, it's gonna rank. But
I'm just saying, but it was still like selling pretty decent too.
But I understand what Jay is saying because you can't truly judge how popular a manga is going to be until the anime comes out.
Literally, I was about to say we're just in a down period where like it's and like none of those like were huge when they came out. You know what I mean? Black Clover. Black Clover had an anime come out fast too. Black Clover's anime might
and My Hero
20. Yeah, both of them did. Yeah, like we're 2 years removed from Bachi, and Bachi doesn't have an anime yet, and it's already as big as it is. Ichi is going 1.5 years right now with a year because 60 chapters right now, 60 something. So it's over a year.
70,
I think it's like
70 something. 70, like 1 or 2.
So it's going on 1.5 years. I mean, you got the Shinobi mids, or what's it called? Shinobi Undercover.
I think we also got to like take into account, like in 2015 and 2017, how tapped in were we to like really keeping up with like manga like we are now? Like in terms of
wait, hold up, time out. Sovereign said that's not true. Solo Leveling had a big following before the anime, but Solo Leveling is not even like shonen or anything like that. That's manhwa. Yeah. That's a whole completely different entire fan base. Like that was big in Korea. Like that shit was huge in Korea. And honestly, if we're gonna keep it a buck, Solo Leveling, like is such an outlier that like you can't even like consider it in the same class with anything else. Because I mean, like again, you got to think about like Tower of God. You got to think of like God of High School. Those were fucking popular. And then I feel like they didn't hit that next gear that they could have hit. They could have been as big as Solo Leveling maybe, but their anime adaptations didn't get the anime adaptations that they needed in order to blow up to that next stage.
Yeah, facts. But I think we have the seeds though for there to be a new like crop. If you want it to be 4, since we just named 4 from the last gen or whatever, we already have the seeds for the next gen once they get anime. Think about it. We have Bachi and
let me go. I'm going at 20.
Ichi the Witch. I think Ultimate Exorcist Kyoshi or Ultimate Exorcist.
Okay,
is gonna be good.
This was in Shonen Jump in 2015.
Hey, hold on, nigga, I'm talking. You just gonna cut me off like damn. I'm right now. Just tell me the Shonen Jump. Just tell me once they tell me. Tell me.
So we had
damn boy.
Their first issue. You had One Piece, Assassination Classroom, Food Wars, something sumo. I don't know about that. My Hero, Haikyuu, Gintama, Toriko, Nezuko, Psyche K, World Trigger.
What years are these?
Monogatari.
2015.
Huh?
What years? Like what time period?
This is the first issue of 2015.
All right, start over one more time. Fuck, nigga.
One Piece, Assassination Classroom, Food Wars, Hinamaru Sumo. I've never heard of that one. That probably got canceled quick.
That shit caught the biggest axe.
Yeah. My Hero, Haikyuu, Gintama, Toriko, I haven't heard of this one. Nezuko, Psyche K, World Trigger, Monogatari, Judo, something that probably got canceled, Bleach, Sporting Salt, and then School Judgment, and some other things like that. So that was the beginning of it. And then, you already got like 7 or 8 really good titles that became very popular.
Whoa. Some of those are like...
Some of them were serviceable.
Yeah, they're serviceable.
They're very popular and got like... During that time, people loved them, were very popular, and got animes.
Not in the same realm as the big... Not as far as sales and stuff.
I'm not saying they're in the same realm.
So what are you saying then?
I'm saying that the quality and popularity... They had more shows that were gaining popularity that people liked. Like... One Piece, Assassination Classroom, people love Assassination Classroom. Food Wars is popular if you like it or not, but it's still popular. It's got.
There's level. Of course, none of this stuff isn't popular. There's level. We're talking about the upper echelon. Like he's talking about the middle of the.
But these are getting good animes, and niggas like them and they're popular. Like if we're going to go and look at our current issue right now, only one of them has an anime. I mean, a couple of them have it, but they're like. You have a Gintama on here. You have a Haikyuu on here. You have a My Hero on here. You got World Trigger on here. Psyche K is on here. Niggas like that on Netflix. I'm not saying like, nigga, we know you don't like it, Jay. But I'm saying, but
no, they're good. But I mean, we started this conversation talking about the big 3 and then the new gen big 4, and now you talk about some. We got Psyche K. I think he's like those are really good stories too. I'm not saying they're bad stories. But we're talking about like peak popularity. Like those are just like.
I'm saying, but the overall right there is technically still better than what we have right now in Jump.
But I'm saying you can't even say that until like these newer Shonen Jumps get anime adaptations. Because
I don't think some of these niggas not really finna get like Akane Banashi is getting one. You really think that one's finna hit? No, probably not.
Nah. Actually, I agree with you. That's not gonna hit. But But here's the thing: you're not considering like one. I think we could all say for now, like unless the shit gets fumbled. Kagurabachi and Ichi the Witch should be.
That's only 2. That's literally only 2.
You gotta wait. I'm not done.
He ain't look. Ken is stepping on everything in this episode.
Because you just mentioned a whole bunch of Psyche K, some World Trigger. So you mentioned some mid, bro. I'm telling you the mid that's about to be coming out. Shinobi Undercover is gonna.
World Trigger's not mid. That's actually kind of crazy.
No, see, but you're talking about how good the story is. We're talking about the popularity. Like,
World Trigger was.
It has a nice little pocket fan base. Yeah, it has a nice little niche fan base. But again, we started the conversation talking about the big 3 and then the big 4 Shonen Jump. You talking about World Trigger? Like, gang,
no.
Wait. Ken, hear me out.
And I'm like, we don't have the same type of titles.
We have everything we need. Look, you just named top tiers, mid tiers, low tiers. Right now we have top tiers, mid tiers. Go, Marcus, read the top tiers.
The top tiers, the Kagurabachis, the Ichi the Witches of the world, the JJK modulos. Because JJK
modulo's done. Modulo's done.
But it's still gonna sell. It's still gonna sell though. It's still gonna sell.
But like that shit's done. Like what else is about to replace it? What's about
Bro, Gege said we're expanding. He's about
to come out with his 15th light novel, the manga that's probably going to get adapted. Anyway, back to the point. The mid-tiers. Ultimate Exorcist Kiyoshi is basically going to be Mashal 2.0. That's the way I'm looking at it. Shinobi Undercover, I feel like is gonna be like another like low key. It's probably gonna be like an Undead Unluck, but more popular. I honestly, that's why I feel
there
like.
You go.
You
gotta think Elusive Samurai.
Ken, that's
right now, is it Elusive Samurai?
You talking about Elusive Samurai's done.
Ken,
the manga's done.
Okay, go ahead.
Ken, don't even make that face because you were over here talking about some. But we got Food Wars, we got World Trigger.
Literally popularity. Like popularity, Food Wars is. I don't like.
But I'm saying that these are probably going to be as popular. Maybe not Food Wars because Food Wars is actually pretty popular. But these are going to be popular. I'm telling you, Ultimate Exorcist Kiyoshi. Once it gets an anime,
the anime is going to do it justice. I'm telling you.
But the thing is, too, you got to think about it. Back in 2015 and 2016, we didn't have the same internet access and understanding as niggas did back then. The internet has developed and increased to a different point now. Where like. Niggas don't need the anime for it to really jump off. Mangas are jumping off faster now without animes than they were back then.
Okay, well, just with that point, back then the anime fandom was not as big as it is now. Like the general awareness for anime wasn't as big as it is now. We know the anime fuels manga sales at the end of the day. Like, you know what I mean? So now that the anime general fandom is getting as big as it is now, you feel me? Eventually, some of those, not everybody, but there's a nice portion of new anime fans that be like, oh, there's something I can read based on this. Bet we're gonna go back to that. So like the same, like that kind of works on both sides of the sword. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, of course, it wasn't the same as it was back then, but nowadays the genre is so damn big that it could affect it in a positive way too. People might go back and read Ultimate Exorcist Yoshi. Hey, look,
but they're not as good as those. That's the thing.
How do we know? Half these don't even have 100 chapters. Like you tried to judge Kagurabachi off of 60 chapters and had no idea what you were like judging. Like you can't.
What did I say after chapter 60 of Kagurabachi?
Bro, you said it's moving too fast. I don't know what else we go after this. I said that when we got
to chapter 100.
No, after chapter 100 is when you start turning around a little bit. You know, maybe if it slows down. I'm talking about when you were first talking about 50, 60, and 70. You're like, I don't know how it's about to end. But okay,
it was moving fast.
It was pretty fast, but it wasn't fast where like we were worried about. Whoa, we're only gonna get 120 chapters. That was only you because you were trying to judge it based off of a very tiny window to judge it based off of. You know what I mean? Like,
you know what?
Most of these are still in the infant stage.
No, because I'm gonna just stop actually talking about like story structures and writing and all that kind of stuff with y'all because clearly y'all don't like really tap in with stuff like that. So like it'll be like talking to two blank walls at that point. So like,
oh my god,
I'm just gonna stop and I'm gonna let y'all cook.
We're the blank walls.
Yes,
bro, you were literally wrong about this, and you won't just say I was wrong at the time.
Wrong. I literally said Kagurabachi is going way too fast right now.
And I asked you a number. I said, what's the number you guessed it to be? You're like 100, 120, 130, 140. This was before you started coming around to, okay, maybe once it slows down.
The nigga switched up his pace.
That's all I'm saying. You were wrong.
But what was the specific reason why you said it, though? What was the specific reason why you said it? You said because Chihiro was, he unlocked the true essence of the sword, and it was because of that he was going to... You thought
the sword bearer was going to be defeated.
So you thought that was going to happen.
No, that's not. No, so what I said is he's unlocking things that you would generally unlock at the very end of the last act of the story.
You're comparing that to... How do you know, though? You don't know where the story is going. It's only 70, 80 chapters in.
If we're going to go study a bunch of stories and look at their story structures and see when characters get these type of abilities, that generally happens in the last act of the story.
But so I'm saying you don't know how high the power scaling is going to go, so you don't know how strong that ability is. Bro, like you think Super Saiyan, if you watch the Frieza arc, you think Super Saiyan 1 is strong as fuck. Nowadays, Super Saiyan 1 is Krillin level. You know what I mean? So you don't know until you get to a point. Like you just judge it too early based off of too small sample size.
As Toriyama.
What?
He's not. Toriyama's a better writer.
Then why are you comparing it to things you've read already? You can't do both. You can't say, I compare it to other things.
I'm going based off story structure.
You can do
at the end of the Frieza arc. That was Act 3 in the structure of the Frieza arc. You can split the Frieza arc into
any shonen. Joe, you can do that with literally any shonen. Any shonen. Pick a comparable for me. Pick a comparable. You can do that with any shonen. To where if you pick a PowerPoint in the arc, you'd be like, oh, this is strong as hell. Then by the end of the story, it's like, okay, it was strong, but it wasn't like, compared to the grand scheme of things and where the story's going.
Say it one more time. I'm sorry. His dog literally took me out of my train.
I was like, I ain't gonna lie, he kind of took me out too. I'm like, I thought he was about to hop in the chair and start talking. Like, both of y'all shut up. Bro, I don't know. Shout out to the corgi, man. Hey, what's his dog name, man? What's his?
I think it's a girl, ain't it?
She might be. I don't know.
No, it's a boy. He called it Poppy.
Yeah, facts. Where were we? What topic were we even on before this? Bro, we done got so deep in the Kagurabachi bag. That's not even on the list. Wrap it up, gang. Chat saying Bachi wasn't moving that fast, Ken.
No, chat is just uninformed. That's it.
I don't think it was moving that fast either. Marcus didn't think it was moving that fast. I think it was just back-to-back battles. Like, it was kind of like a gauntlet. So, I mean, it probably felt fast, but, like, it didn't feel
it was moving relatively fast. If we're going to look at structure, and he's not also, like, really developing people the way he should, like, because he literally was not giving them any time of, like, development. His best arc in terms of story structure-wise was the Raikuzaichi arc. That was his best arc, because we actually had proper setup. We had proper explanations of goals and desires for Hikari. No, Hikari, my bad, pronouncing it wrong. And, like, story structure-wise, that was his best written structure-wise. But after that, kind of just skipped a lot of the setup periods and a lot of the stuff that is. So
you're saying the arc after the Raikuzaichi arc? So what is this? The Sword Bear arc is bad? Is that what you're saying?
I'm not saying it's bad. I enjoy it. I'm just saying, but there are flaws that if he doesn't kind of like switch it up, it could make the ending not hit as much as we would want it to. I didn't say it was bad.
So you were trying to project the story based on where we were at with limited amount of information, is what it sounds like.
I mean, isn't that what niggas do with content in general all the time?
With content, yeah, but once you're wrong, you're wrong. That's the only thing I'm saying.
No, I wasn't, like, he was right. He was going fast. That's what he's doing now. He's slowing down now we have a time.
Oh my God.
Niggas told him to slow down, and look, he's slowing down now.
Well, bro, like, that was something we literally the very first time we had this conversation before you like came back and said, if he slows down, it'll be different. Me and Marcus told you this was gonna happen. Like, we told you literally the stuff that's happening now. The very first time this ever came up, before you started making concessions for it, like, if he slows down or if he does like a different arc, like we told you this was. You were like, I don't know, it's too fast. I don't know. It's gonna end at chapter 120, 130, 140. That's the only. After a while, you did start to say, okay, I can see him doing this. I can see you doing that. The thing that I point out is that one point you just can't say you were wrong initially. Which you were wrong initially, and there's nothing wrong with being wrong initially. I'm wrong all the time. But for some reason, for you, it's like, no, well, it wasn't that I was wrong. It's just that I wasn't necessarily right. But, he changed things now. So it's like, no, you're wrong. Like, just say it. What's so hard about that, bro?
Because when I said it's going to end at 130, 140, we were clearly joking during them times.
Oh, my God. God. I told you I was going to hold you to that. We were joking now. Marcus, do you hear him?
No, because
we were joking. Bro, we all picked a number. You were the only one joking?
We could go back and look through it. Like, yeah, this shit might not, how it's going, it might not make it. Yeah, we were all clearly joking about it.
Oh my God, this is okay. All right, I guess
because once the certain thing happened with the sword saying, I'm like, okay, we've reached the midpoint, and you guys were trying to tell me we weren't at the midpoint, and we were clearly at the midpoint.
Wait, time out. Who said we weren't at the midpoint?
No, because when I said like, yo, we're at the midpoint, and it's probably going like halfway done, and niggas like, no, we're not.
Who?
Y'all literally said,
who's y'all?
You and
it wasn't us. It was not us.
Yes.
I think he was confused. He was confused when we were saying midpoint and halfway are two different things. Midpoint of the story and halfway through the story.
Exact thing.
No. Midpoint. No.
Midpoint is halfway through the story.
Midway through the story, you could say the midpoint of the story, because this is the way I was taking what you were saying, because you kept saying it's going to end at 120, 130, and if we're at 60, 70, midpoint of the story, that you're basically saying it's going to be
I said the midpoint was when the sword saint popped up and started doing what he was doing. I said, we're at the midpoint. That was at like 98 to around 100.
Time out.
I would say that's probably the midpoint.
Before we keep arguing about this, chat does want us to move on to another thing. So we probably just should, because we could probably argue about this for like another 20 minutes.
And we already have 46. And I got some shit to say about the real freaky ass Fire Force fans.
we do got more to argue about.
Yeah, nah, facts. We'll come back to this though. I guarantee we'll come back to this. This has been an ongoing argument for 6 months, so it's gonna probably keep going until Kagurabachi's over. But Fire Force fans, we gotta have an honest conversation because I thought we were all on the same page about this, but y'all have over this weekend. The slander, the vitriol I've been feeling from y'all getting mad at me saying that shit is weird, dog. That shit is weird. I think it's lazy writing. Ken disagrees, but the Tamaki thing, the whole Lucky Lecher thing with her being the symbol of life via procreation and sex appeal, like, come on, gang. She's not even the best choice for that. They could have picked Maki. She's always like, hey, Maki would own it from the beginning, you know what I mean? She always kind of, has skimpy clothing on type shit. Her body be out, whatever, cool, and she's an adult. Like, it was right there. It's a layup. You know, like, at this point, it's not like, it would be different, too, if they would have spent time developing this over the story besides through the Lucky Lecher, because that shit is dumb. Like, they could have also given her a connection with, like, a genuine connection with the tanker dude. What's his name, Ken? He's like
I forget.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, so on top of it already being kind of lazy to me, it's just weird the fact that they made that a 17-year-old. Like, I don't understand, like, what's so difficult for y'all Fire Force fans to understand about that. Like, and it's not even just a fan service thing. They try to say, it's just fan service, fan service. It's not. Let's break down what the Lucky Lecher does. It's not just her being naked. It's her being ripped out of her clothes, literally forced out of her clothes unwantingly. And then on top of that, her being thrown coochie to face to grown mid fight. She doesn't want this. Every episode when it happens, she looks uncomfortable. She's like, oh my God, I can't believe this is happening. Like, that's weird. That's basically them writing SA into the story and making it a joke every single time. Like, it's weird, it's corny, it's nasty, and honestly, it's not even good writing. We need to have a conversation about what good writing is. People will think, oh, he connected these dots from the beginning of the story to the end of the story. That's good writing. No, that's just regular writing. That's the bare entry for writing. You know what I mean? Like, that's not, like, we need to have a conversation.
Don't do that, though.
That should be that's bad writing.
Yeah, that shouldn't be like a.
A lot of niggas out here can't do it.
No. But that's the thing, that we shouldn't be praising people for being like, oh, you did the thing that you're supposed to do.
Literally,
that's not praiseworthy.
Literally, That's like literally the bars in hell type. Like, I expect that from people that don't read a lot. You know what I mean? Like, okay, you don't really know like how peak literature really is when you actually have beautiful dots that connect, that have like seeds that you sow. Like, you know what I mean? Like, just saying, oh, she is a Lucky Lecher. We're not gonna tell you what it is until the last season. She's gonna be naked all whatever. She's gonna keep ripping her out of the clothes. The 3 battles she has, she doesn't win a single fight. Oh no, she wins one fight when she goes coochie to face with Archer the first time or whatever. But after that, she's never gonna win a fight. She's never gonna have a major moment. She's never gonna have anything meaningful. Like, especially when you compare her to the other symbols. They compared her to Shinra. Shinra he's an MC, so of course he's had meaningful moments that make sense to why he's a savior. They compared her to what's the captain's name?
Obi?
The buff one. Obi. Yeah. Obi has had meaningful moments that tie in with him being the symbol of leadership. Just having her the symbol of sex appeal and just saying it's because her coochie was being thrown in niggas' faces for the last 3 seasons, it's just lazy. You know what I mean? Like, it connects. Yeah, sure, okay, it's thematic, but it's lazy on top of it already being weird because she's a 17-year-old. Like, and Fire Force has really good writing, like mostly, like really good world building. Like, it's between that and Soul Eater, you have to give it its flowers. So that's also like a negative point for me because you're a really good writer, yet you really cheaped out with this little moment right here. Like, this is a waste. This shit was a filler episode for the most part. You know what I mean? Like, we could have just kept it moving onto the Dragon, Arthur versus Dragon. You know, like, because what does this part do for the story? Like, it's not like she's an actual pillar either. She's just,
she's a world builder.
Okay, well, cool. I guess like it doesn't that point doesn't hit as hard because there is no Tamaki development. Her whole development again is coochie to face for 3 seasons in the 4 fights she was in, the 2 and the 1 she won.
Well, this is what also then comes down to like the writing thing. Like I'm not agreeing with the fact that like he did the make with her with being 17, but in terms of like the whole moral standpoint, I completely get and understand, and I follow you up with that. But in terms of like, since she is such like she's not like a main character like a Shinra, or like a Show, or like an Arthur.
Obi wasn't the main character either. Just saying, I mean, they're about equivalent. Well, go ahead. I'm sorry, my bad. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Arthur in show are probably more than Obi is, but you can't fulfill that arc too fast, because then when it's at the time at the end, and that's when a lot of people that's when you're closing up the arcs. It's really just not going to mean anything, and you can't really. Then why is she there? Like, so you have to like with someone like that who's not necessarily like super important. You still have to like push off the fulfillment of that character arc until the end. And so then now like when Shinra and Arthur are having their final things, and then like all the other side characters, that's when theirs are like coalescing and like forming and building into the main character's character arc. So then like everybody's getting some type of not redemption, but like fulfillment in their stories on however big or small that their paths are. Because like if you do it super early on, then you just kind of just kick her out, and then. So
my problem is like nothing's being fulfilled though. Like there were no points. The only point that they have like being fulfilled is the lucky Lecher Lure. Like the whole idea of her being the symbol. That's why it's cheap. Like to me, everybody else Obi has multiple points. Like you said, Shinra and Show they're a little bit different because they're main characters, but Obi has multiple points throughout all 3 seasons.
I know, but Obi's a little bit more. It's like in terms of.
You said she's a world builder though, so even you got to give her something. All I'm saying is it could have been simple though, because look, think about it. She's the symbol of life, procreation, sex appeal, like a future. You know what I mean? The only thing that have time to that is the fact that she be naked. You know what I mean? Like they could have easily given her a love interest. You know what I mean? Because part of procreation is, having some kind of relationship with somebody. It's not just, you're sexy. Because guys will fuck a burlap sack with makeup and hair. You know what I mean? Like like they could have added like little things. I'm saying like to just make it less cheap. Like it was just cheap.
No, I hear you, but let me raise you this. So we also know about I'm not condoning any of this, but we know about the collective consciousness name. And then how in the last cataclysm, our world basically and our ideals basically formed what the current Fire Force world is. And in our current world, we bolster up a bunch of 16, 17-year-old pop stars, movie stars. We over-sexualize them. We do those type of things. And niggas don't say shit. I mean, we're starting to say stuff now, but like that's technically a part of our world. And so and I think it's very intentional that he did something like that, because one, no other character truly got any fan service whatsoever. He made it like very intentional with her.
Maki used fan service.
You said what?
Maki had fan service.
But like not to that point.
Bro, her whole outfit is like, that's fan service.
But she's like a muscle mommy type situation.
Arrow,
yeah. But I'm saying Hibana is just she just had titties. She's also
it was reverse fan service with Captain Obi.
But you know what I'm saying? So if we're taking in that whole plot point of the collective consciousness, because even the concept of Jesus is Shinra, that whole thing pushed over, and that's how Shinra was an immaculate conception birth along with his brother, all that stuff. So if we're taking that concept and theme seriously, that means every aspect of our current world is going to show through in some type of way. And you can say you don't like it or not, but which is fair. But when you're also making art, some readers don't necessarily, they put their own moral guise of what they would do in real life into stories, when certain stories and worlds, they have certain stipulations of what is considered the norm and everything else. So sometimes people try to infiltrate, which they're not wrong to do, but if the world is supposed to seem realistic and immersive, there's going to be bad things that necessary people aren't going to like or are going to seem immoral. If we look at Berserk, if we look at other things like that, if we look at Game of Thrones, those certain time periods, even if you're watching Bridgerton, they're marrying off these girls as soon as they're probably not 18 when they're getting married off. They're doing a lot of these things.
But that's not the point I was making though. I just said it's cheap. But that's fine. But I'm saying the way they tied it together is cheap because there were no other points in her development that ties the stuff back together besides Lucky Lecher. Like even they tried to throw in at the end with the woman judging her and stuff like that, which is against the collective consciousness though. But like if it wasn't cheap, they would have added some of that stuff earlier on in the story. There was never a point where like her clothes would come off and they'd be like, "Oh, you're a hoe," or you're being, like if they would have did that earlier on, that would tie back in more, and I would be like, okay, you know what? That's if they would have shown a little bit of her feeling a little bit of a way because people see her a certain way because her clothes come off early on. Like that's not like it would
she's
make
already like uncomfortable and like people are like, come on, like talking like.
The way they threw it in at the end is cheap.
Rewatch it because there are. It's not like, oh, you're a whore. They're just like, dude, like, oh, really?
No, they don't. They just let it, bro. They just be letting it happen. They move on. It's a gag. They move on to the next thing. Like it's never been it's a gag that no one's ever said. Like she'll be around nuns and nuns won't say anything. Like you know what I mean? Like they'll just be like, oh, like it's Tamaki. That's just what happens. Like when she falls in guys' faces, they'll be like, Tamaki, put some clothes on. Like you know what I mean? Like they've never like made it like apparent that she's being judged or feels judged. Of course, she feels like, oh, I'm exposed. Like I'm uncomfortable. But like that was never a thing until that woman spoke up. Like it was just cheap the way they did it. They just tried to throw in a whole bunch of extra stuff on top of the Lucky Lecher that's been the little underlying until
I hear you, but like that also like if you're doing that, you're also exposing the whole other major plot point.
No, you're not. No, you're not.
Yeah,
she could just feel judged for 2 seasons, and nobody's gonna be like, "Oh, didn't know that you're a symbol of life." That's why, like the same. There was nothing.
I feel like
there was just nothing connecting it besides the cheap ass Lucky Lecher. Like it's just which was a gag.
I feel like you got to go back and like really watch it because like there are moments where they're like, it's not like super over the top, like, oh my god, you're a blank, but like they're like there's like subtleties in like the nuance. They're just like, come on now, like get it together, like.
But that's not like in the writing of her character. Like she doesn't like respond to those things. Like, oh, I don't like the way this makes.
But she's
feel.
already super uncomfortable. So why would she respond?
How, bro? Like she gets over it. Like the next, like the fight before the fight's over, she gets over it because it happens so much. It's a normalized thing to her. Like she looks like, okay, I'm uncomfortable because I'm naked, but she doesn't like. There's no way. There's never a time where she expresses the feelings of judgment, the feelings of people's eyes on me that I don't want. Like they don't know who I am. Like they threw all that in there in one little 2-minute monologue. That stuff that didn't connect to anything else before except the Lucky Lecher. Like it's
but like it's not cheap when it's.
If Takaro wrote that, you'd be like, "What the fuck?"
But Takaro doesn't have that big of a cast, and like he figured out at least. Like I hear you, you're saying it's cheap, but at least he found a way to resolve a plot point in a character arc for a side character to some people who didn't mean much, and then he actually made her prevalent. Like most people aren't even that.
Even that explanation is cheap. Like
I will say though, I think they did touch up on it a little bit. Like what Lecher said in the comments, they did like touch up on it a little bit on her backstory in season 2. I think.
What was it?
No, I'm saying I don't remember. I'm saying I think they did, but I'm like kind of like thinking about like I feel like they might have said something about. Like how she was getting judged because it was like with her family, her backstory in season 2. Yeah, we all don't remember.
So if anybody can explain it, maybe it was such good writing that nobody can remember it. I guess so. Maybe if somebody remembers,
hey, to be fair, nobody could remember something that happened 6 years ago because the shit took
that is true too. That is true too. That is true
3.
too. So either way, that bitch
lost in time. It's lost in time.
Lost in time is crazy. Either way, she's 17. So like any good writing at that point goes out the window for me. I'm sorry. Like cuz like good writing would have also been what you about to say, Ken?
You saying she's 17, so good writing will go out the window at this point?
Yeah.
All right. And
again, hold on, pause. Before you try to bring up all these examples, you're going to have to bring up an example where SA is written into the power system. So if you can pull up an example where SA is written into the power system on a 17-year-old, then I'll shut up about it.
No, you're making stipulations. That's
the exact scenario I've explained since I started talking about Tamaki. It's not the fact that she be naked. It's the fact that she be naked thrown on men's faces against her will. It's
okay.
SA. I've always said that. I've made that clear. So if you can bring up other examples of rationalized SA, then and shit that I like, then let me know. I gotta keep the same energy.
No, because me and you are having 2 different points. So I hear you with that. I mean, I guess we could just say Momo if you want. Really, when we can just say Momo. It was against her will. What are you talking about?
What?
I literally just rewatched the very first episode of Don yesterday.
What?
What are you talking about?
Momo.
Yeah.
ISA.
Yeah.
That was a little. But that was a little. They don't try to rationalize it. They don't try to make it like it's okay and parade it around.
No.
Like whenever that happens to Momo, it's eerie. You can tell that it's not right. It's not by it's not like a heroic thing going on.
Fan service. That's still fan service though.
It's not. You're not understanding though. My problem with Tamaki. If you think.
No,
there's never a point in Dandadan where they're saying, "Oh, she was just getting SA'd because she's the symbol of fruitfulness and Procol." You know, that's just the reason it happens. It's, it just happens because she's the symbol. Like, no,
but she's still getting sexualized though.
And she fights back, she wins, and it's not like I'm not saying it's okay.
So does Tamaki. She fought back.
No.
Yes.
She and then she just embraces it. Fuck it, I'm just gonna take off all my clothes now because it's gonna happen to me anyways. That's not fighting back. That's literally her normalizing SA to herself. She's like, okay, it's gonna keep happening to me, so I'm just gonna take off all my clothes, and then it won't happen as much. She still gets thrown in dude's face in mid fight. Like that's not fighting back. She's literally accepting being SA'd as a regular thing in her life. That is terrible. Like that's a terrible message to send out. Like,
I hear you, but like.
They're not the same.
Having a character pull out a metal penis and it's like, I'm about to impregnate you, and then they're over here basically mind essaying her, telling her to get aroused, and then they're showing crotch shots of her shit, and then they're showing different shots of her boobs as it's happening. That's still sexualizing her and getting SA. That's still. I'm not saying it's great. I'm saying those are two different things. I'm not saying it's okay. I'm saying those aren't two equated. Like, because if my problem with Fire Force was fan service, I would have stopped watching season 1. That's not the problem I'm talking about. I'm talking about it going deeper than fan service. No, but that's worse.
What?
What they were sexualizing and showing with Momo is worse than what they were doing with
just like what you said with Fire Force. That is something that happens in real life. Like you just said that with Fire Force. Like what they were explaining is one, it's thematic with aliens because that's like a normal alien type thing.
But we're still sexualizing a 15-year-old.
I'm not saying that. You're changing the conversation, though. You're changing the conversation. I wasn't talking about Tamaki being sexualized. I was talking about her being SA'd. Like this SA'd and that being a part of the power system to where it's okay.
Getting SA'd
and it's not showing that it's okay. It's not. She's being. They're villains doing it. Okay. The music is eerie. The theme around it's a joke when it happens to Tamaki. Those two aren't the same things. Those aren't the same things.
She's still being sexualized.
They're not the same. She is, but we're talking about two different things. There's a false equivalence. Never in Dandadan do they try to make an explanation of why she gets SA and say it's okay. It's always like a dark thing. Like even in Dandadan when they do the Afro,
but they still sexualize it though. She's still 15.
Yes, and it's wrong, and they don't make it seem like it's okay. That's what I'm saying. And Fire Force they make it seem like it's okay. No, you're just talking about they showing it. That's not a good equivalent. Like in Fire Force, they make it seem like it's no. In Dandadan, they don't make it seem like it's okay. You're not making.
You're having a
right
different
now.
Conversation.
No, because we're having a conversation about sexualization and fan service.
No, that's not what we're having a conversation. You're adding things. I'm talking about them normalizing SA. Fire Force normalizes SA, and Dandadan they show it. They don't normalize. They don't make it seem like it's okay.
That's normalizing. If you keep showing it, that's normalizing.
That's not what normalizing is. Normalizing is like showing it and making it seem like it's okay.
Is repetition of a particular act, which makes it normalized. They show it multiple times throughout Dandadan.
That's like a real like dry. That's like a real dry.
They're normalizing like that is not okay.
That's like they're normalizing the awareness around it. Those are two different things. They're normalizing the awareness and normalizing. Those are two different things, bro.
That's not the point.
But how they show it? They don't have to show it that way. They don't have to show crotch shots.
But that's not what he's saying. He's agreeing with you.
But they're still doing it though.
That's not what he's trying to argue.
He's changing my argument to he's trying to defend Fire Force, I guess, in some way, but that's not.
I'm not defending that part. I'm just saying, like, if we're going to really start like critiquing shit and getting upset about set things.
And me and Marcus made videos saying that shit was weird too. That's not we called Dandadan out about it though.
But people give Fire Force way more.
But we're talking about me and my takes and our takes. Me and Marcus said something. We said that shit was weird when it first came out. We never, just like we did with Fire Force, but for some reason, when we say it about Fire Force, it's a problem.
No, it's I'm saying because there is a running thing on social media when it comes to like, oh, we can't watch Fire Force because of fan service, but they can watch shit like Don to Don.
There was the same thing with Don to Don when it came out. In my comments, people were saying I would never watch this.
Like Don to Don got just as much.
Don to Don's worse. People say we will never. People would say the same thing about Don to Don. They say we'll never watch this because of that first episode. I can go to my video, the first video ever made about it. If you go through the comments, never watch it.
We had people calling Don to Don Don to Diddy. What are we talking about?
Yeah, I'm about to say that you picked a bad example.
But people historically, Fire Force, even now, are saying, "Oh, I can't watch Fire Force because of."
Because it's weird. That part is weird. You can't.
Well, why are we watching essay of 15-year-olds and then we're also?
They say the same thing about Don to Don. They say the same thing about Don to Don.
They don't give Don to Don the same type of hate that Fire Force gets.
Don to Don only has.
I don't know.
Don to Don's only been out for 1 year.
Just as much.
Don to Don's been. The manga's been out for how long?
The anime. Nobody reads about like people. The Fire Force has been out for 10 years, and people didn't know about the Tamaki scene until last week. That's what I'm saying. It doesn't matter to them.
About Tamaki in season 1 when she came out.
Good God. Same thing with Don to Don. Literally, exact same thing.
But I'm saying, but Fire Force gets way more hate than Don to Don.
Don to Don does too. Are you serious? I just think
I'm not saying Don doesn't
it.
get hate. I'm saying, but Fire Force
when I make Don to Don videos to this day, they say like, y'all really watch this weird shit. Like to this day, like if I made a Don to Don video today, you will see comments where people say, "I can't believe I watched Don to Diddy."
Hey, another example, Chainsaw Man. Chainsaw Man gets just as much hate as Fire Force.
Yeah.
If we're gonna be honest. Bro, come on, stop. Are you serious?
No. Are you niggas be joking about Fire Force?
He should have brought up something like One Piece. Like you bringing up the wrong examples right now. Like if you would have said like one,
I had a whole bunch of examples, but
you started with the wrong side of the list.
All right, Kevin.
You picked the most slandered ones.
Just give us your list right now.
Are you on my list? Okay, here we go. All right. Lucy from Fairy Tail.
I mean, that's people. That gets slandered for a million other reasons besides Fire Force.
I'm saying she has worse fan service than Tamaki. We got Liz from Seven Deadly Sins. Worse fan service than Tamaki.
And that gets slandered. People completely stop watching that. Yeah, people completely stop watching that.
People hate on Fire Force more. We got Noelle.
No, bro. People literally stop. Like nobody. Seven Deadly Sins dropped a whole project nobody talked about. Like Seven Deadly Sins is cooked.
That's because the animation people don't talk about.
Bro. It's way worse animation than that.
Are we not going to talk about the fact that like Seven Deadly Sins got like literally shitted on for like the whole Meliodas panel when he was talking about.
No, but niggas was still watching it and calling it peak and like, oh my god, I love this.
People still watch Fire Force and
literally.
But Fire Force gets way more hate. Seven Deadly Sins got hate because
I think that's in your brain, bro. I think that's in your brain.
No, it's not. No,
I think it's in your brain. Fire Force does not get more hate.
Next, Invisible Girl from My Hero. They got her running around naked.
When does she get
invisible 95% of the time, 99% of the time.
But she's still running around naked. He didn't have to make it where she's running around naked.
She's never thrown in nobody's face. She's never groped. She's never like, okay, bro.
But she's still running around naked at 14.
So you're saying fan service period is like, are you against
fan service for underage girls? I'm like, because next we got the creation girl. Why are her titties all the way out? She's 14.
No, yeah. That's bad.
She has to pull the shit out from her titties at 14?
No, that's fine. Yeah.
I don't want to hear about that. Okay. I already said Momo, but Bulma, she's in particular, like earlier on Dragon Ball, like Master Roshi's doing shit. She's like 14, 15, like they got her in like
I concur.
Crazy bikinis and shit like that, like fan service.
You're not wrong.
We got Orihime.
I've been
So
watching.
90% of your list is from when we were kids, when people didn't really matter.
No, because I got Yoko from Gurren Lagann. You remember the girl with the sniper from Gurren Lagann? She's 14 in the first half, where they got her titties bouncing up and hitting Kamen in the head.
Yeah, but Gurren Lagann is another one that people be shitting on too.
But I'm saying, no, because more people say Gurren Lagann is peak storytelling, one of the greatest animes ever told, instead of pointing out the crazy fan service of a 14-year-old. I'm just saying.
When did Gurren Lagann come out?
It came out quite a bit ago.
When did Gurren Lagann come out?
I mean, I gotta look.
Most of the stuff, like us, like we're talking about us three, came out when we were kids. Outside of Full Metal, or my bad, My Hero Academia. What else did you say? I guess Seven Deadly Sins, but we all pretty much dropped that shit anyway. Like most of the stuff you're naming came out when we were kids, so fan service wouldn't matter to us. Like they're all our age. Like, we're talking about like this as adults.
But I'm saying, but people, it's like, we got Kill la Kill.
Okay, came out in the Heian era.
We got Eris from Mushoku Tensei.
Mushoku Tensei.
Oh my god, are we like?
No, but we still get like niggas call them like Diddy Rudy, but they niggas still be glazing the writing and the animation.
Yeah, but like that whole fan base has an ick on them. Like that, you're not.
I hear you, but I'm saying, but like.
You think Fire Force gets more hate than Mushoku Tensei? People hate on Mushoku Tensei without even watching it.
Wait, Ken, say this with your whole heart and chest. Like you put this on everything. You solemnly swear that Fire Force, the anime, gets more hate than Mushoku Tensei.
Yes.
Oh my god. Oh, we're done. God. That's all we need to hear.
No, that's all we need to hear. True, though. It literally is.
Fire Force doesn't even have enough viewers to get. You know how many people?
That's a lie. Come on now.
People hate on Mushoku Tensei without even off of a trailer, off of just knowing what it's about. I'm one of them. I've never seen a single episode of Mushoku Tensei.
And they're like, despite that,
same with Fire Force. There are more glazers than there are people that hate.
Fire Force still gets more hate.
No, not more. It just gets hate.
I think for every one Tamaki hater for Fire Force, there's like 2 Tamaki defenders. So like,
if honestly, you go through my comments, literally, there'll be one person that slanders it with me. Then there'll be 3 people like still watching, still love it, still peak. Like bro. Y'all saw the comments I've been sending you all weekend. Y'all, bro, it's been more people clowning me for talking shit about it than agreeing with me.
Hey, we got Vidal.
Again, Heian era.
Hey, I'm just saying. But hey, still, niggas still glazing.
You're mad at people not slandering stuff when they were kids.
Right on top of Gohan. When he was a Mass Saiyaman, they threw her coochie right on top of Gohan, and she was like, "Hey, why didn't you dodge that shit?" And I'm just saying, like, we got instances.
This is like
we got Noel
Fantastic Four reach Mr. Fantastic right now.
No, this is
bro said Gun
I came with examples.
I stood on business.
You know what? Hey, y'all, just to break the fourth.
Like I couldn't bring him, and I brought him.
Just to break the fourth wall, we were really proud because Ken came today with notes and stuff. Like he was like, really preparing for this episode. We were like, damn, well, Ken has really been locked in the last few weeks, and these are the notes you brought. They go like, hey man,
no, these was valid notes because I came up.
You love Fire Force this much, bro?
You said what?
You love Fire Force this much?
No, I'm just bringing out the hypocrisy in the community. That's all I'm saying.
The hypocrisy. Like voice cracking and shit. Like,
because I admit, if we're gonna have a moral grandstand about it, I get it.
This shit means something to me.
No, but I'm just saying, if niggas go moral grandstand about everything and not just hone in on one. Because there's other things. We can even get into High School of the Dead.
But the examples you brought up, a majority of those get shit on. Like even My Hero
Academia, I want to say,
bro, I remember everybody was calling Horikoshi like a PDF file for the longest time. After
I think he just wasn't seeing the slander.
I was seeing it, but it wasn't at the same magnitude as Fire Force gets hit with.
Bro, you remember how much slander he got for drawing that cover for Invisible Girl? Like that was like
literally. I want to say he.
No, I hear you, but I'm saying, but niggas still swept it under the rug, and it was like Horikoshi's a
no, niggas, bro, they sweep it under the rug for Fire Force.
No, because everybody after I could never watch it. He's the sole reason it sucks. I could never watch it, but they still bind the
He drew that cover. He drew that cover literally at the end of My Hero Academia. Like by the time he drew that cover,
he's ignoring all context. He just ignored all context and put together a list of everything.
No, we're not. No, we're not.
I am not ignoring context.
Hey man, Ken, you gotta produce our pods more often, bro. I need you to make more lists. That list was goated. that list was goated.
No, because niggas wasn't ready for the creation girl whatsoever.
Listen, the creation girl was the one to where I was like, okay, because I don't think he's ever gotten any slander for Yaoyorozu or whatever. So I could maybe, I guess he's gotten slander for everything else. So it's like you picked your list.
The only time he got slander for Yaoyorozu was after the time skip where he actually drew her covered up. After the time skip. So when she was actually over the age of 18, then he drew her with more clothes on. So yeah. Hey, Ken, you got that one. You 100% got that one.
No, I just went 2v1.
Stop.
Bro, you see, Ken,
come on now.
Ken is as red pill as it gets without being a red pill. Like you're not at all. Don't get me wrong, but like all of like the essence of the way they go about their beliefs, you're all that. I promise you. never concede, never surrender. Look, if you concede, that means you're a bitch, and that person is a better man. That's how Ken thinks about every little thing. I promise you.
Hey man, I can't. Prep time Ken is different.
Bro, you look like
Prep time Ken.
Oh, that's funny as hell. Prep time Ken. Prep time. He that nigga that come out the fight lumped up talking about some. I got some in on him too though, bro. Bro can't see out his left eye talking about some, but how he look.
If I look bad in that fight, I guarantee you that nigga is dang near decapitated.
He gave us 10 examples and about one of them hit.
Yeah, literally.
All of them hit.
Bro shoot like Ben Simmons. He was let him off too. He's like, My Hero Academia. Like,
what, Chloe?
You named like some of the most slandered.
But I'm just saying, but like, hey, niggas glaze them more and like give them more appreciation than they do Fire Force.
I'll give you two. I'll give you two. At that list you gave, I'll give
2
you
out of 12. I ain't mad at it, bro.
No, 2 out of no, that's crazy. That's straight. That's straight.
Well, hold on. Let's keep it a buck though. Half of those are you named. So let's see. If Dragon Ball came out in 2026,
I didn't even say Naruto. I didn't even get to that point yet.
Okay, even at that, if Naruto came out in 2026, Slander. If Gurren Lagann came out in 2026, would not be the best shit ever written. If what else you say? Whatchamacallit, with Meliodas,
that niggas are rewatching Gurren Lagann and still saying this shit is niggas.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. I tried to show that to some of my friends and
literally, I want to say
they were not messing with it.
I tried to start it with Kale and I couldn't even. I already knew after like first it was like I want to say I don't think he understands. Like it's not.
If Gurren Lagann came out today, nobody is messing with Gurren Lagann.
People would watch it, but it would definitely get as much hate.
I shouldn't say nobody, but the people that like criticize Fire Force would be the same way criticizing.
Literally,
it's like you cannot tell me otherwise.
I could have made a better list than you. I ain't gonna lie.
Because the thing is, like Fire Force manga came out.
You're talking about the manga. The episode came out 2 days ago, bro.
No, I'm talking about in general, like the shit that, like the manga, like when it was coming out, like that shit.
Oh, what 2018, the peak of Me Too? Which you what?
Huh?
Yeah, what Fire Force came out when 2018, 2017?
I think it came out in 15.
Yeah, I want to say because it's not a Shonen Jump title.
Yeah.
Oh, you talking about the manga? You talking about the manga? I'm talking about the anime season 1.
Oh, yeah.
The shit don't pop off till the anime comes out anyways. Like, come on. I've been a Fire Force fan for 3 seasons. I did not see that.
That shit was already popping off because he had a previous title beforehand that was supposed to be the prequel. So niggas already kind of knew.
Yo, can we address the elephant in the room?
Huh?
Can we talk about how like real quick? I just want to talk about the fact that that Fate fight was like the most overhyped fight of 2026.
Oh my god!
And that shit wasn't that good
at all.
That's
like we were talking about. I saw people talking about what, how you say it? Alcides. Alcides. I saw people talking about how Alcides versus Jack the Ripper was like a crazy fight, bro. I'm not gonna lie, Higuruma's episode was better animated than that fight.
I think Higuruma's episode had better storytelling.
I think it had better storytelling. I think it had better direction, and I think the animation was better.
I don't think the animation was better. I just think the storytelling was better.
I think the animation was better,
maybe a little bit better cinematography, but like I ain't gonna lie, the animation that they was doing in Fate, that's a 10 out of 10 high class like shit. Like
spamming the unlimited.
I feel like there wasn't even that much like I don't know, like I don't think there was like crazy like if I'm gonna be honest, I thought
are we talking about the whole episode? We're just talking about that fight because we also had I'm
talking about the whole episode. Honestly, I don't even think that
because we also had the two kings going against each other too.
I think the only part that was like really extremely well animated was when what do you call it? Like that final blow that Jack the Ripper tried to give to.
Yeah, that was tough. That's what I was thinking. I think the Jack the Ripper stuff that was probably some of the best.
And that one cut of Gilgamesh or Lionheart dodging all the Gilgamesh shit.
That was clean too, when he was doing the parkour. That was clean.
But other than that, like I wasn't really impressed with this episode. Like in terms, like out of other episodes I've seen within the Fate series, if I'm gonna keep it a buck.
Fate suffering from his own success, I guess.
But you know what it is? I think I know why. Ken, I'm gonna tell you why. It's because when you look at such like a phenomenal animated series like Jujutsu Kaisen, and like when you look at a phenomenal animated and directed series like Frieren, like it's just it's like you go from here and then like that Fate episode was like down here.
Especially when there's no story.
So I know you're rage baiting, so I'm not even going to like entertain.
Especially when there's no like story to carry it. You know what I mean? Like the animation really has to be like insane. Like, you know. But I'm pretty sure it's Alcides. I'm 99% sure it's Alcides.
The C's in Greek and Latin are pronounced with a K.
Look it up, big dog.
I took Latin for 4 years.
I'm sure. Let's look it up right now. Let's look it up right now. How much you want to bet? I'll put $100 on this Alcides.
In Greek and Latin? It's Alcides. C's are pronounced with K's.
It's Alcides, bro. I'm telling you. It's Alcides.
If we're pronouncing it
I'm pretty sure they say it in the anime. They say Alcides.
Yeah, but are these niggas actual Latin? Like, no.
Oh my,
like,
you hear this, man? He's like, oh, are they saying the name right? This is Ken right here. He's like, oh no, the voice actors are wrong. The voice actors are wrong about their characters.
In college.
That's cool. You're wrong. It's Alcides. I'm telling you.
I think Ken is actually like right.
That's what I'm saying.
Let's look it up. We all got Google. We all got Google. We all got Google.
No,
we all got Google.
In college, C's are
we all got Google. Let's look it up. We all got Google.
I don't have to Google it. I got
we all got Google
in college.
We all got Google. Hold on, let's see. Hold on. We all got Google. Hold on. Let's see. We're going to put it on the screen, too. I don't think I'm bullshitting. Hold on. Where we at with it? Oh. Let's see. Sharing screen. Where is it at? Alcides pronunciation. Can y'all see it?
Yep.
What does that say?
That says Alcides.
Alcides. Okay. Is it Alcides?
I think what that's saying is that we were all wrong.
Hey, look, I'll take it. I'll take it. Mr. Latin say he don't need Google.
Because I do.
Okay. Hey man. What an episode. Let's get to hot takes.
I was in Latin class.
I'm sure, Ken, you know everything you know, man. You know everything you know. And you ain't never been wrong a day in your goddamn life.
I'm well-versed in a lot of different shit.
You ain't never been wrong. I mean, you were just proved wrong again. You ain't never gonna prove it. You know, I was wrong too. We were both wrong. I was wrong. You were wrong.
I'm pronouncing how they would pronounce it back then because that's how I learned it.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
That's all I'm saying.
I'm sure.
If you're gonna do it, English shirt. But like I say,
one thing about Ken, he ain't never gonna be wrong, even if he's wrong. Hey, even when I'm wrong, I'm right. What Lil Wayne say? Even when I'm wrong, I'm right. Hey, man. Hey, I'm sure, buddy. I'm sure. Let's get to the comments.
I got an A in Latin to show you.
Oh my God, this guy! You know, when niggas start saying shit like that, you know who you talking to, man. Look, it's all good, bro. Hey, you got it. Look, I know.
Okay.
You were never wrong before I met you. I ain't gonna be the one to make you wrong. Hey,
and I will never be wrong going in the future either.
Y'all hear it? Look, y'all heard it. He said it himself. I ain't never been wrong a day in my goddamn life. I ain't never gonna be wrong in a day in the goddamn future. Hey, it'd be like that. Man.
Because they don't got no A's and they don't got no C's in that shit.
What we got? You said what, huh?
I said in Latin and Greek, they don't got no J's and they don't got no because Jupiter is pronounced Jupiter. Because there's no J in their shit, in their alphabet. So like a lot of we pronounce it different in English, but back then that's how they would pronounce it. So that's how I said it. So
okay, you learn something new every day. No J's, no K's, no C's. No J's, no C's, but K's. Gotcha. Hot takes.
Frieren is the best anime out right now. Clears JJK. Clears Fire Force. Clears Fate.
You said Frieren does?
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Clears Sentence to be here.
For how many bricks that they're throwing up, you can definitely build a good house.
They said Frieren clears Fate this season. That's
Marcus is rage baiting right now.
Oh, okay.
You gotta like rock.
What are we talking about?
I thought we were going through the hot takes in the chat. Let's see. Oh, here's a hot take. Bachi was doing good with his speed. Don't let Ken hear that.
Look, you can already see the little anime marker when they get pissed. That's what Ken got right now.
I gotta stop calling Hakazono Takeru. Is that his name? Am I tripping? Where'd I get Takeru from?
That might be his.
Oh, okay. Y'all know I be mixing them niggas up. I was talking about I was about to do it again. I brought up Tabata again, thinking about whatchamacallit from One Punch Man. Where the hot takes at, man? Y'all have y'all seen the new art style for Boruto? What is it? What did we miss?
Hold up. Ichi the Witch will be as influential as Sailor Moon.
I could probably make an argument for it.
I don't know if I could say that. I don't know if I could say that with like.
I mean, how influential was Sailor Moon really? I mean, it was popular, but influential.
Bro, that was like. Yeah, I was gonna say that's like girls' version of Dragon Ball Z, low key.
But what did it spawn? What
can you say was stronger?
What can you say was influenced by it? Like came after Dragon Ball Z? We can list all of its kids.
A lot of like the girls like cartoons and shit. Because like, a lot of niggas didn't realize Sailor Moon wasn't anime. So like it was kind of just
talking about Powerpuff Girls.
That's how big it was. Like people
like Powerpuff Girls. Like we talking about like Destiny Spies. We talking about Winx Club.
Oh, so like American cartoon. Okay. I see what you're saying.
Yeah, so like it like spawned like a bunch of shit like that afterwards. Because of it.
I can respect that.
Because I think a lot of niggas didn't think Pokemon was anime for a minute. And that spawned a bunch of shit.
They didn't think Dragon Ball Z was either.
It also it inspired Steven Universe and She-Ra. Like I don't know if you guys have seen that on Netflix, but She-Ra like that.
Mm-hmm.
That and that shit looks tough too. Like that shit actually looks kind of fire. I'm not gonna lie.
Damn, that's crazy. It just influenced a whole bunch of non-Japanese shit. That's what it sounded like.
Hey, honestly, I think that holds more weight when you're able to go across the medium.
That wasn't supposed to be slander. Yeah.
I don't know. It sounded like slander coming out of your mouth a little bit though. Like, the way you said it.
Hey, I can tell. That's why I had to back it down. I had to back it down. I don't got a problem saying I'm wrong. You feel me? I can say, "Oh, I'm wrong." People be wrong sometimes. It's all good.
Somebody said
about Alcides.
Somebody said Bachi, Ichi, and Gakura Kugai, the new top 3 shonen manga.
I can see that.
How y'all feel about that? I feel like I would replace Gakura Kugai with like Gachi Yakuza low key.
I think once it gets to anime, it might be Gakura. They might go band for band. They might go
Gakura Kugai and Gachi Yakuza.
Gachi Yakuza, yeah.
Okay.
Is that the one with like the chick with the glasses, like white hair chick with glasses?
Yeah.
I don't know the color hairs, but yeah.
It seems like a pretty cool manga. I think I read like I read the first chapter.
I think I did for a recommendation video like a year ago. I did not retain none of that shit.
Yeah. Like it wasn't as good as like Gachi Yakuza's, like, because I feel like in order to have like a really good I shouldn't even say that, because Bachi's first chapter wasn't all that compared to some other stuff.
I was like, Gachi Yakuza actually had a really interesting first chapter. Like good, I think it was.
I thought it had like one of the best like first chapters.
Yeah, facts.
Like it was definitely top tier.
Yeah, I would say so.
Like I'll put it in the realm of like some of the best. Like I'll put it up there with like Attack on Titan, Demon Slayer. Like
I ain't mad at it for sure. It's one of those. Like, it's one of those. Like, especially if it was my first introduction to the show, like not week to week, and there were like more episodes to watch. I would have watched 8 episodes off the first one, just like in the one setting.
Yeah,
with how good that first episode was. So I can see that. Someone said, Kim was right about Alcides. Oh, I'm sorry, Alcides. Excuse me. My bad. Y'all play Arc Raiders? Y'all ever play Arc Raiders?
No, I haven't.
Yeah, me either. One of these days. Yeah, me too. One of these days, I'm gonna have like a whole arc with my content where I just go down the rabbit hole of all like the peak pop games, whatever that like you should play as a gamer.
Yeah, I've been slacking on my game.
That's a lot of fucking games though, because it's like a million different genres. You got the zombie games, you got the shooters, you got the
I think right now with me with gaming, I feel like I have like it's like a weird relationship right now. Because like if I start gaming, I know I'll start playing it for like hours.
Yeah, same.
And then I'll look back and I'm like, damn, I ain't getting no content done.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, so every time I'm playing a game, I'm like, damn, I probably could make some content. And so I end up never playing the game.
I feel that.
Yeah, right now I feel like a slave to content, but it's okay. Well-paid slaves.
I'm about to break out of that.
Yeah, facts. Says new art style for Naruto and Boruto. They didn't. Oh, the new. Oh, I didn't actually see the channel, so I did see that they there's a new official Naruto and Boruto channel that opened for the first time. They've never had their own channel on YouTube, so we'll have to check that out. I'll see if I can put it up real quick while
Somebody said got a high school greater than JJK. How y'all feel about that?
Oh no, I stand by that.
Yeah, all right.
Nigga never read it, so
all I said was yeah, all right, bro. Dang, Ken, why you so aggressive today, dog? What you?
I just know what your yeah, all right means. That translates.
Look, that
Get the fuck out of here. That's exactly what that translates to. You know.
Well, I read it or not. Nah, facts. Let me see this Naruto.
I'm not gonna lie. If you really like an ORV right now,
I know this is what's gonna happen. This happens every single time I do something Ken tells me to do in the manga world. I talk shit about it, and then I actually read it, and then I'll be like, "Hey Ken, I ain't gonna lie, this is the best thing I ever read in my dead life." So it's probably...
you do because you be taking that manga glaze to like a whole nother level.
Oh my god!
Off the pod,
his glaze is calm. His glaze is calm.
Yeah.
I'll say his glaze is calm. Like
nah. That's actually false. That's false. Bro, when this man was reading T-Bait, he said that was the greatest shit he has ever read in his lifetime.
I ain't gonna lie, but
bro, he said that shit gave him the same feeling Naruto gave him. You know how much this man loves Naruto? He got that shit
I feel
tatted on his heart.
I feel very similar. When I was reading, I'm like, because I binged T-Bait Marcus the first, like when it had like 150 chapters. I binged that shit in 2 days, and then that's when I jumped to the novel because I felt the exact same way. Because I'm like, this is a crazy ride. Ain't no way this shit is that gas.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I remember a few times I was reading that shit at 2 a.m. because I couldn't put it down, and I was like, "Oh my god, this shit is so good." I gotta. I don't know what. I'm trying to think back too, because like, I mean, objectively, it's not the best story ever told, but you know, it's like it's weird. It's like JJK soul leveling to where like structurally, it's not like anything special. You know what I mean? But like, just when reading it, just be hitting it.
It was hitting that certain itch. And you were like, why hasn't anything else hit that particular itch before? Facts. And it was just cooking.
Facts.
Because I ain't gonna lie, like Jay, it's about to come back in a couple of weeks.
I'm gonna catch back up. So I think I'm down like 20 chapters or something like that. So I'm
I ain't gonna lie. The shit that's about to happen right now.
It's like this.
It's gonna be the best thing in T-Bait's manga history. The season that's coming. Because this is about to be the end of.
I'm locked in.
Volume 7 of the end of volume 7 of the light novel. Y'all finna. I ain't gonna lie. I probably might make content about it. But
bro, I'll say this: like the one thing I really love about T-Bait is the fact that it's like a continuously like slow grind of it just building up and getting better, like every chapter. Like I feel like every arc. Like I feel like there hasn't been like a time in T-Bait where like I'm reading it and I don't think like the previous arc is better than the following arc. That's hard to do. That's hard to do.
No, that's real. Because I ain't gonna lie.
That's good. That's actually
because T-Bait is what got me back into like reading books again. For real, I ain't gonna lie. Like that. I ain't gonna that volume 7 through like 11. I ain't gonna lie. I haven't experienced too many peaks. Yes. I ain't about to go on a Glaze Fest, but that shit is tough.
Is volume 7? When does volume 7 start? Like in relativity to the manual?
I got check exactly because like we're kind of no. It starts right where the manual left off.
Okay.
Yeah, it starts right where the manual left off because it's a lot that happens, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
So like this like upcoming volume, you're saying is probably gonna be like what do they call it? Not chapter seasons. So like this upcoming season gonna be like the craziest one.
Yeah, so far, yeah, because
this is where the story like goes from like in your terms of like a 30 scale rating, like where would you say like it jumps to basically?
I would say at this particular point, I had T-Bait around like 19, like 20 out of like 30. Volume 7 through 11, it's like a solid, I'd say it's like a solid 26. It takes a dramatic jump.
Okay,
that's respectful.
Like, it takes a dramatic jump. Like I was wholeheartedly surprised. I'm like, oh damn, like I didn't know this nigga had it in him, but
you were flabbergasted.
Yeah, because the way he was like connecting certain things that happened like earlier on, especially with like Elijah and like everybody, I was like,
don't mind me. I just put this on the screen because our viewership dropped by half once Ken started glazing T-Bait. So I was like, let me put something familiar on the screen just in. I mean,
we can stop playing.
No. I think it's a good stopping point. I want to make sure before we dig it off. Thank you, everybody. Helped to get us to 1,000 subs on YouTube. Really appreciate that. Next is 5,000. We're about to really start rocking this year. We got a bunch of cool things in store for y'all. So I just want to make sure we thanks y'all for it, especially all the Mamba fans, all the ORV fans that helped get us over the edge. Thank you so much. We got something coming for y'all. Make sure you follow or sub on YouTube if you're on YouTube, and make sure you follow the pod page on TikTok if you're on TikTok. We got an Instagram as well too. Them comments get kind of devious. I ain't gonna lie to you. So I saw a comment the other day had me ready to crash out. I can't remember what it was, but I think they were talking about y'all too. It was one that I think one of y'all Frieren takes. I was about to crash out for y'all on y'all behalf, but we appreciate y'all, man. Make sure you keep up with us. We got weekly episodes on Mondays, so we'll be back next week, same time, same place. Peace.
Peace.
Peace.